Like a swathe of lavender to induce a sense of calm. But of course, its aroma really comes up and hits you in the nose. And fragrance is a natural wonder. It's something that perfumers have always striven to capture in their scents. This year, designer Jade Goto is creating a garden that tells the story of how perfume is actually made. And we caught up with her in Brighton to see why the success of her design hangs on the survival of some humble seaweed.
To me, perfume can be about nostalgia. It can transport you back to a specific time or a place or remind you of a person. I think it's quite emotive, and that's what I wanted to capture within the garden, the power to evoke those feelings. I wanted the structure of the garden to mimic the fragrance pyramid. So you have a base note, a heart note, and a top note. The top note of a perfume is your first impression. So this is usually herby or citrusy. And to represent this, we're using rosemary. The scent's absolutely amazing. The heart note is the note that you get once the top note evaporates, and this is where you get the big floral hit, the big waft of heady aromas. So we're using roses, lilies, jasmine and mock orange. The base note of our garden is made up of two ingredients. One is moss and the second is seaweed. And the seaweed is going to be in a large glass tank, which logistically is proving quite difficult to get right. Because seaweed's such a key ingredient within our garden, I've come down to the Aquatic Design Centre workshops today to do some testing. What we want from our seaweed is for 10 days at Hampton Court for it to look fresh and show ready. The colour needs to be there, the water needs to be clear, and it needs to look beautiful. And we really need to get it right because time-wise we're getting very close to Hampton Court.
This is our second attempt at our seaweed, and as you can see, disaster. You want it to be as good as that one. It's got to be, you know.
This is the tank with the pump in. This is the pump-free tank. They're both looking quite murky.
It's decomposing.
So is this more of a problem than we thought?
Oh, definitely, yeah, yeah. We'll get there, come on, we'll get there. Yeah, got to. And you can smell it, there's definitely something wrong with that.
So could the smell be a problem as well?
It's decomposing, yeah, that's what that is, decomposition, yeah.
That wouldn't be good.
Not good at all, nope.
It really smells.
It does smell.
It smells horrible. Oh, it's rancid. Decomposing seaweed for a garden about fragrance is a problem. It's probably not the smell you want to be portraying to the public. I would like to say at this point we are still very confident that we can get it to work. We're just going to have to do a lot more testing. Quite confident. We have to make it work, so it's not really an option.
Well, that was quite a run up to the show, I must say. But beautifully clear water in the tanks, lots of plants. So what happened?
Logistically, the seaweed was quite difficult. They rushed it up from Cornwall for us. We got it in on Sunday night, but by Tuesday, because of the heat, it had started clouding up and wasn't looking quite as fresh. So we made the decision to put freshwater plants in for the rest of the show.
And now it looks beautiful, so it works both ways. I love the fact that as well you've got the moss here in these lovely copper containers, and you clearly step up through the garden for the base notes and so on, the components of the perfume.
On this level we have the moss, the seaweed. In the centre we have the florals, the heart note, and the top we have the herbs and the citrus flavours. And as you move through the garden, you really get that sense of moving through the notes of a perfume, so it's worked well.
And right in the heart of the garden, you've got this, well, it's a still, isn't it?
It's a modern day still room, celebrating each plant in its true form, in its simple form as an ingredient.
Well, it's the most wonderfully aromatic place to stand. I mean, you really do get those perfumes sort of wafting up at you. And well done as well on your silver gilt medal.
Thank you very much.
Will you be doing any more gardens in the future with seaweed?
No, we won't.